Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, November 6, 2025, and my name's Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether it is your first time or you're coming back, thank you very much and welcome. Let me see. Over here we have, hey, Kim, good morning. First one here, Julie says, hope your morning is good. It is good, Julie. Thank you very much. Hope yours is too. Sue, good morning. Getting ready to head to Vegas. Yes, meeting of friends won't be attending, who will be attending backstage and seeing 3 concerts. Wow, Sue. Awesome, awesome. Good luck on your flight. There's a sound on my iPad. Why? My iPad was playing the video out loud. Okay. I just got to look. Hilda, good morning. Jody, good morning. Robin, good morning. Julie, oh yes. Hilt and Margaret, good morning to you. Who else? Linda in Idaho, good morning. Ready to watch. Yay. Lori, good morning. Liked and shared. Thank you very much. Julie shared. Thank you. Kim, good morning. Robin says, hi, Julie and everyone. Nancy, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Thanks for sharing. And yes, Robin, that's exactly what you hear in the background. Lots of bagging up, or multiple different events being cut and bagged right now. So thank you to Scott, who has his earphones in, so he probably can't hear me. Okay, so my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 23 years, but November 20th will be 24 years. And I do Stampin' Up! As my full-time business. So thank you for watching this video. That does help my business, as well as liking, sharing, thumbs up. What else? Subscribing, following, turning on notifications, anything like that you would like to do, even if you're watching this on replay, that would help me with the interactions on social media. So thank you very much. Again, this is my full-time business. All right, let me remind you of something, I should say, that I will be adding timestamps to this video manually today in YouTube after the video finishes. So make sure you are what am I trying to say? Don't make sure of anything. But if you watch this on replay on YouTube, there should be timestamps again later today where you can skip around to the part of the video that you want to see. Okay, now, then tomorrow I'm going to add a link right over here that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. Oh, I see a tail. Stamptherapist.com. And that's where you can go to find out about Stampin' Up! Specials, my specials, the pictures from the projects I've made on videos, and more. Upcoming events, there's a tab for that. Info about joining my team. All the stuff is there at stamptherapist.com. So make sure you check that out. Okay, let's take this off. Go back to comments. V, good morning. Sunny, chilly, Southern California. I actually have a sweatshirt on. Uh-oh. Getting hot over there. Pretty just jumped up. But I have a lot of stuff on the table here, so I don't know if she can make it. She's going to try it, though. Weather, it is chilly right now. It's 64 in where I am in Texas, but come here. But it's getting warm today, and then it's going to get cool this weekend right when I leave for Vegas. So there we go. Let me get this pretty kitty. Come here. Come on. Oh my goodness. This is Britty. Came in for the news. She wants to know what's going on with Stampin' Up. Okay, so as y'all come on, like I said, say hi, give a thumbs up, all the stuff. It will help me, even on replay on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Okay, her little claws are pulling on my back. You see that? But somebody yesterday said they hoped they would see you, Brittany, so thank you for accommodating. 42 now, high of 54 for Lori. Julie, it's only 53 there. Jackie, good morning to you. Julie says, good morning, Brittany. So does Lori. Okay. She's making it where I can't turn my head down to read my notes. Oh, upcoming events. So let's talk about my upcoming events. So I do this full-time business. So I offer lots of events that anyone can take all over the US, and anyone in the world can purchase the tutorials only. And side note, you can shop from me if you live in a country that is outside of, or not a country that Stampin' Up is doing business in, if that makes sense. So any questions on that, let me know. Okay, so all of my events are going to include the PDF tutorial. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated. You may need to own the featured bundle dies, but we would cut everything else and emboss. You do cut your own designer paper or kit components if they are included with the fee. And again, you can get that tutorial only option. Anyone can with my event registrations. Now, my team gets the tutorials only for free. And if you do want a tutorial only, you use the registration link for that specific event. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, coming up in November is my 4 monthly classes: card, scrapbook, stamp a stack, and wall art. All 4 coming up in November. And 3 of them are subscription clubs you can join. But let me tell you about my clubs real quick. Jump down. I'll let Brittany get down. My subscription clubs, you save $2 per month. You can cancel anytime. You get occasional additional gifts from me. You get a free gift after 6 consecutive months of membership. You get over $20 in merchandise with each kit. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You cut your own designer paper. Of course, you get a PDF tutorial with that. And you can even add on the bundles that we're using at a discount each month if you choose. Okay, so what are these classes that are coming up, like specifically? And registration is open for all of these. So if you missed it, go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, and the links are there under events. Also, I will be emailing those out more, so sign up for my emails. Okay, so we have a new location in Cedar Hill for our in-person, which will happen November 22nd. And if you take it to go, it will be mailed November 24th. Card class will use the Elegant Pine Snowflakes bundle and the Gingerbread Man bundle. You'll make 4 cards, and they will be free with purchase the week of November 16th through 23rd, or you can just attend in person and decide there if you want to purchase or place an order to get it free. Hopefully that makes sense. But I'll talk more about that class in a couple of weeks. I will not be live next week, by the way. Okay, these next 3 are the subscription clubs you can join. So they are $40 each for non-club members. They include over 20 in merch. They're $38 for club members. We have Stamp a Stack class or club, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, using Pine Tree Trimmings bundle. This will be our last Christmas Stamp a Stack. Crazy. Then we'll have the wall art class or club, which is a 12 by 12 framed art using ornamental Christmas bundle. And then we have a bonus wall art class that's not part of club, but anyone can add it on or just take it individually. And it's the Gingerbread Man bundle, 12 by 12 wall art. And then last but not least, scrapbook class, 2 12 by 12 pages using Christmas greenery and Keeping Traditions, the 1 bundle, and the Keeping Tradition stamp set, 2 12 by 12 pages. Okay, so you need to join or register for those 3 by November 16th. Again, the scrapbook one, I keep forgetting, the scrapbook one is a different price. It is not $38. It's only $32 or $33.00 for club members. Okay, so I was going to explain each one. So let me see. I have them over here somewhere, I think. I have a lot of stuff on my table right now that I'm going to show y'all when I point the cameras down. However, I had this Stamp a Stack cards from last month over here. Thought I had them out on top. I don't know where they are. So, when I point the camera down, you'll see mine. Here's another set. I have 2 sets. It's a long story, but these are in plastic envelopes, so I don't have time to take them out. These are the ones we made last month. They made 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So this month we'll use pine tree trimmings, Christmas cards, super cute. 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. Okay, wall art is 12 by 12. You can frame it in a shadow box like that, or just set it on a ledge like that one. Ignore the other papers in front of it. And it will be Christmas themed with this product right here. So black and white for the club members, using Ornamental Christmas, or you can take the gingerbread one separately or in combo with it, whatever. Anyway, and gingerbread man is so cute. 12 by 12 framed art. It's going to be so cute for decorating. These also make great gifts. So you're going to a holiday party, a Thanksgiving party, get together, whatever, you can bring along one of these pieces of wall art as a gift. Not that you'll have this made in time for Thanksgiving, but maybe. It will be mailed on November 24th if you take it to go. Okay, and then scrapbook. I didn't bring my samples over here, but 2 12 by 12 pages. All right, any questions, let me know. Hey, Marianne, she says, howdy doody. Carmen, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Tyra, good morning to you. Corinne, good morning. I forgot who is on the list, but I'll see some of you guys tonight on bingo. We're having bingo tonight, so side note. Anyway, I'll see some of y'all again tonight. Okay, so that was the 4 monthly classes. Sign up now or by November 16th, except for card class. You have longer to sign up for that one. All right. Next is the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. This is my friend Genevieve Coe in Canada. If you live in Canada and want to take these classes, you can, because I'm partnered with Genevieve Coe, but you need to register like probably today. I don't know. Because I think she's getting her kits ready to go like by tomorrow, since Canada Post is different than US Post. But you are going to, if you take the camp, you're going to make 10 projects using Ornamental Christmas, the black and white and gold. You see our 10 sneak peeks right there, all cards. And you get a huge goodie bag of product, and you get a Facebook party with a chance to win prizes and bonus videos in that Facebook party. So it's going to be awesome. The Jen and Jen Stamp Camp, you're going to want to join in, and you need to register for that in the US by November 9th. So you have 3 days to register for the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp with me, Jennifer Cotton. And check with Genevieve for her class if you live in Canada. This will be mailed by November 21st, and the Facebook party is November 29th. Then within this camp, hey Carrie, good morning. Within this camp, there's 2 optional classes that you can take with or without the camp. So if you really like one or the other of those, you can just take that only, or you take camp only, or you can take camp in my class, camp in Genevieve's class, whatever it is. Okay, so my class is the Gingerbread Man gift card holders and gift tags class. You're going to make 6 different designs, and again, get a generous goodie bag of product, like over $25 in product in each of these classes. And you will need the featured bundle dies for these, but we'll cut anything else unrelated and emboss anything else unrelated to the featured bundles, and step-by-step tutorials as well. And then Genevieve's class is the branching out class, which is actually the bundle I'm using on my cards today that I'm making on the video, branching out. But her class is cards, gift card holders, and gift tags. So they're really pretty, as you can see. And again, take 1, 2, or all 3. So I have my gingerbread cards, and not cards, gift card holders and projects here. There's a sticky note on one of these. Ignore that. So gift card holder. Again, I'm just saying, I think these are super cute. Tag. I've got these in the order that we cut the packets. Tag. So I don't want to mix up the order. Ignore that little sticky note there. That's just a thing for us, but that's a gift card holder. Another cute gift card holder. And a super cute tag. All right. So there we go. Oh, let me reverse order these. I'm really trying to keep them in that order. What did I do? Okay, so there's that. And here are my cards for the camp. This is only 5 of the 10 cards you'll make for the camp because Genevieve designed the other 5. And no, I haven't had time to make those, nor do I know if I ever will. But don't worry, she's got the PDF tutorials and they're different than mine. Okay, so there's your 5 out of 10 for the camp. And there we go. So sign up. Link is, I should have put the link in this video, but I didn't. But go to stamptherapist.com and the link is right there to register. Stamptherapist.com. Okay. Also, FYI, did I make a graphic for this? No. But I want to let y'all know that April McCright and I release every 2026 retreat date. They are all in Rainbow, Texas, which is near Glen Rose. And the dates and registration links are open for all of them. I think October is full. August has 1 or 2 spots, and April has a couple of spots left. So those links are found in the Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. I've also emailed them out, but in case you didn't get that or whatever, Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. Go there, join the group, and register, or click the link and read all the details about those retreats and the pricing. So those in-person ones are all open for 2026. Okay, so register for that now. All right, last but not least, this time on my events is the crafting cruise. This cruise it's happening in January 2026, and it will be offered to go as a mega cruise retreat in a box. So watch for info on that coming in December. But if you want to attend in person, you're running out of time, but as long as the cruise ship can get you a cabin, we can still fit you in. So contact our travel agent. I've got the links in this video and in my email that will go out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. At the bottom is links to all of these events, 9 a.m. Central tomorrow, including the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. So make sure you're on my email list. Now, when you join us on the cruise, or if you take it to go, you will get gifts every day. Now, the gifts might be slightly different for to go so that they are in line with, like if it was something you would only use on a cruise, then we'll substitute something different for you, basically. Also, it just reminds me of something. I need to make myself a note. I'm always thinking of stuff on these videos. Sorry. I'll say something that will trigger a memory. Okay, I wrote it down. Okay. And you don't get a t-shirt if you take it to go. You can purchase one if you want, but it says you've been on a cruise, so you probably don't want it. Anyway, cruise, you get a gift every day on the cruise. You get a shirt. You get to meet all the cool ladies and dine together. If you choose, you can do whatever you want. Craft bag included, or a bag, I should say. We don't know what the bag is yet this year. It might be a small bag. I don't know. But you get a bag, an exclusive cruise retreat bag. You get to participate in an optional card swap, food, 24/7 on the ship, mixing and mingling, your own half a crop table plus separate class tables to complete your projects. So it is a lot of fun if you go in person with us, and we would love to have you join us. We've got a pretty good group going now, close to 20 croppers, which is really good for us. And feel free to join us. Okay. I think that is the end of events. And now we will move into specials, news, whatever else. It's the other section, including specials. But let me remind you, if you're on my email list tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, I will send out an email, that includes the recipe cards for today's projects. So today I'm making 3 cards with the branching out bundle, this really pretty, elegant bundle in the holiday catalog that is I don't think it's overlooked, but by me, it was overlooked. Let's just put it that way. Now, not the dies. I've been using the dies all over the place. But the stamp set, I just used it to make these cards for the first time, even though Genevieve's doing a class with it at the camp. So anyway, I will email those email out those recipe cards tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. So make sure you sign up for my email list. You do so right now up here on the Facebook description and down here in the YouTube video description. Okay. By the way, who else came on? Carrie, good morning. Landa, good morning. Great to see you, Landa. Everybody say hi to Landa over there enjoying retirement. Jackie, good morning. And Tommy, good morning. Great to see everybody. Okay, next up, in case you missed it, because I kind of forgot to do like an email about it, but the new product is available now. So, of course, the mini catalog is still going. And then the online exclusives products that started November 4th are here. I did forget to check my inventory this morning. Let me double check it one time real quick here. There, we do have several holiday products, not like all of them by any means at all, but we have several that are temporarily not available. A lot are coming back next week, November 17th or the 24th, but I don't think anything from the new stuff is on this list. Branching out dies, the ones I'm using today, are temporarily unavailable until November 24th. And of course, some other stuff. I'm scrolling down real quick. Let me check. Of course, there's stuff on this list, but the Season of Elegance designer paper is low inventory. That's a really nice paper. Gingerbread Man dies are low inventory, as well as Christmas greenery dies. And of course, the sunflower embossing folder is always on low inventory. It's either not available or low inventory because it's so popular. So if you want that sunflower folder, you need to buy it today. You never know when it's going to go back out. Gingerbread Man dies, Season of which one? I don't think I'm saying the right name. That other set. Christmas greenery. Those are all low inventory. Okay. Where was I? New product is available today. I will show the brochure real quick at some point after I put the camera down. It's buried right now. Now, last chance for this holiday catalog. I asked Stampin' Up yesterday about this. When is this going to happen? We don't do a big official last chance list anymore like we used to, where it'd be like, this is the list. It starts Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. We don't do that anymore. What we do is every 2 months, Stampin' Up adds items to the last chance category and retires them, but they are retired once they're sold out. Many times they are discounted, and if they're not, in the next 2 month rollout, they might go discounted or discounted further. Okay, so I asked Stampin' Up if any of this stuff was going to be on the December list, and they vaguely answered me yes, and I think it was a yes. To be honest, it was through email and it was hard to interpret, but she kind of said yes. So be aware that in December, when our last chance list gets updated, some of this stuff might be on it from this book. Anything from the online category could be on it. So just always remember that as far as getting things that you really, really like before there's a chance for them to go on those lists, so that they come out every other month on the even months of the year. So December will be the next time, and then it wouldn't be until February that the next round goes out. So possibly stuff from that mini catalog could go on the December list. Okay, possibly. Knock on wood, I don't know. So be aware, buy your stuff that you really want now, including branching out bundle, etc., because we don't know what they'll choose to be available longer and what they'll retire. Okay. That's what I just said. That advent calendar is still available, so don't forget. Now we're really, Halloween happened. Oh, here's my last chance graphic. Last chance list every other month. And always check that list out, by the way, when you're shopping, because there are some great deals on there. You might not realize something really cool is on there that you would like to get. The advent calendar is now, Halloween's over, so it's officially Christmas shopping season, even though hasn't happened yet, Thanksgiving. So this advent calendar makes a great gift. It is while supplies last, and if you want one, go or want to give it or want someone to give it for you, go ahead and grab it up. Get them to shop now. Our craft classes are still available. I did purchase the Traditions of Christmas craft class, and I took it I mean, I took it. I didn't make the projects. I watched the videos yesterday, most of them while I was typing stuff for this video. Like, anyway, I was doing work and I had the videos playing. They are full of great tips. These are our designers. One of the girl who designed the Traditions of Christmas Suite was one of the ones demonstrating. And so they give great tips, stamping tips, design tips, all the stuff. So it's full of great tips. And I thought the value was great for $30. So the new one that's available right now is the Brush with Beauty, and that is a suite of products that just came out on November 4th. So you can always, it's just a digital class. It's $30 and it will not be charged shipping because it's digital. It's held in a Facebook party, and 2 or 3 days after you register is when you get the email inviting you to the Facebook group, which is a little like, what? But it'll come. It's just 2 or 3 days. And it's in a Facebook group, and the videos are recorded. So there you go. Any questions on that, let me know. Cindy, good morning. Sue, good morning. Oh, that was Sue saying hi to Landa. Sorry. Cindy, thanks for sharing. Katie, good morning to you. Good to see you. I couldn't wait till December. I opened all my advent calendar. V said, of course, I would do the same. Some of my friends in my team had said they were like, they didn't know that companies did advent calendars, like other companies besides like chocolate for kids, the chocolate advent calendars. Itch, hair on my neck. Anyway, and I was like, oh, yeah, they do wine, cheese, all kinds of stuff. So yesterday I was scrolling Facebook and I saw a guitar pick advent calendar. And it was like, if all your loved ones who play guitar, why do I have so many hairs today? Need this advent calendar. So we need the crafting advent calendar. All right. Next up is Paper Pumpkin. Don't forget to sign up by November 10th to get these cute gift boxes that will hold a gift card. So it's that middle section there, wrapped in cheer. You get a stamp set, of course. You get the boxes. You get instructions. And it makes tags also. And actually, I saw another sneak peek somewhere in the world, I don't remember, that it looked cuter even than what you see here. So you can subscribe or make a prepaid purchase on my website under menu, shop products, Paper Pumpkin. And I believe I have a direct link to that in my video description right now as well. So here's a close-up on the left of the wrapped in cheer. November 10th is the deadline to subscribe or purchase. And it says perfect for gift tags or gift cards or small treats. And then don't forget, you will get, if you subscribe through me or you are a team member of mine, you will get the alternative ideas that me and several other demonstrators create. I think we had 12 this month. Create different alternative ideas. And that tutorial will get sent out to you if you're a subscriber through me. So there you go. Any questions on any of that, let me know. The Paper Pumpkin subscription is a great gift as well, by the way. Oh, and here is the one from this month, which has already passed. Okay, I'll show y'all my alternative idea real quick. That's it. But here are the ones that you make straight from the kit. I do have 2 or 3 of these available for sale. 2 or 3, I can't remember. Honestly, I'm going to show y'all some other kits in a minute that I have extras of. I can't remember the numbers that I have. That one, super cute. This is velvet on this green velvet. It was velvet on that first one, the green and red, except for the word joy. That's velvet. And then here's the third card, velvet on the red and green as well. And of course you get a stamp set and all the stuff. Okay, so that is last month's Paper Pumpkin for October called Cozy Christmas. And again, I have a few extra. Hey, Mary Jo, good morning. And then subscribe for the other one by November 10th. Okay. Linda says, been listening while moving boxes up to go through this winter, but did get to see Fur Baby. Yay. Still moving a couple of boxes, but can be ready for card creating. Awesome. Awesome, Linda. Okay. So I'll show you these other kits when I point the camera down because it's a hot mess right now. Okay, last but not least, before I point the camera down and do a little show and tell, and then we'll get started stamping, is, I just read the note. Oh yeah, my ordering special for this week. So I do have a special offer this week. If you place an online order of $35 or more starting today through November 15th, you will get the free class packet to make all 3 cards that I'm making today with the branching out bundle. And I'm also using Jolly Holly for the words, and I'll talk about that during the video. During the stamping. Now, if your order goes over $75, I'm going to throw in a designer paper sampling of 6x6 retired designer paper. I'll cut it down to 6x6 if it did not come in that size originally. And it'll be like 48 sheets of a real good sampling of retired designer paper. Links and info will be at stamptherapist.com starting at 11 a.m. Central today. And you will need your featured bundle dies to complete those. And I always forget to say this, but when you earn those free classes from me, it includes a PDF tutorial, even though I make them on a video. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down, but I need to go grab some Advil, y'all. My back is hurting today. I'm going to go grab the Advil. Sue in Chile, I can't read. Frederick, Maryland. Chile. Okay, so let me, I have to switch the camera. Sorry, I forgot. Let me point the camera down, but you'll just get to stare at kind of a hot mess. Camera. Yeah, so I will be very quick to grab this Advil. Do I have water in here? And water. Bring my cup with me and fill it up. You're going to get to stare at some retreat stuff here real quick for a minute. Maybe I'll throw these little meeting making takes as well. Let me put my thing on that says be right back. Where's it? Right there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Pretty was staring at me when I passed her. Like, what are you doing going in there? Wait. What's going on? Okay. Getting some Advil or some Equate ibuprofen, actually. And let me swallow it real quick. Okay, I hope everyone who purchased the retreat in a box has received their box by now, but I don't know. If you bought it and you did not receive it, look away if you do want to be surprised. But this is my super cute bag from this retreat, which I stuffed all the gifts that we received in there. Let me turn it this way. Look at this ruffle, first of all. It's so cute. It goes all the way down. And then it says, "Oh, Christmas tree," and it has 3 different trees on it, 3 colors. So cute. And then it has a tag with my name on it. Isn't that cute? And some Stampin' Up! Designer paper there. Nice sturdy tag with this beautiful sturdy bow as well. And of course, I can remove this from here and put this tag on anything I want. Put it on the advent calendar, gift it to myself under the tree, whatever. And hey, Tammy, good morning. Anyway, so I thought that was super cute. April makes half the gifts and I make half. She made the bag and the tag, so I didn't see it until retreat. So it's always exciting for me and both of us. Okay, so in the bag, let me see. We got this gift wrapped up super cute as well. And I already opened mine because I needed what was inside, but I needed it. This was what was inside. Isn't that amazing? Your Greetings for You Mix and Match ephemera pack, which is temporarily not available right now, by the way, also. I needed to finish some of my retreat gifts with it. There's so many words in here, and they are stickers, so that's a great product when it comes back in stock if y'all don't have it. And that was one of the gifts. And what was I going to say? We did use these on the making takes as well. They did. Okay, this was a gift as well, wrapped like a gift. We always like to make our Christmas one where the gifts are like literal gifts, if that makes sense. So this one, there were all different patterns in here of this cute little pop-up basket, which fits the card samples perfect, by the way. And you can fold it back down then when you're done. Like if you're traveling to a retreat or something, it's kind of plasticky on the inside, so a little bit lined there. So that was super cute. Plus the bag, of course, you can totally reuse this for a Christmas gift. Of course, that's what I'm going to do with it because I don't like to be wasteful. Okay, so we got that. All right, let me put some of these gifts in there now. I'm going to save that one for last because that was my favorite one. I'll just show you later. What else? What are these? This, oh yeah, my friend Susie gave me this card, and it says, "To a friend that makes me smile." And she had won this at a previous retreat bingo, this stamp. And apparently I made a joke and said, "Oh, you can make a card for me with this. Hey, Lori, I see you here. This reminds me of you too, because of a card you gave me one time, Lori." I told Susie that you can make me a card that says, "To a friend that makes me smile." And so at this retreat, she made me a card and she put this on the inside. Oh my gosh, I thought that was hilarious. So thank you, Susie, for giving us all a good laugh at retreat. Can y'all see her face? This camera does not do close up very well. Anyway, it's a viral little girl who makes this like weird smile. Anyway, thank you, Susie. But here's the thank you card from the retreat. Boom. The little pattern continues right here from the designer paper. And of course, they can reuse that card if they like. The little thank you card note is in there, I should say, on a sticky note. So that's like a bonus project that we make for you. Then we had this one here. Look at the cute bag again. Reusable gifting, re-giftable things, which is always awesome. And then inside this one, so it's like a gift within a gift within a gift. Because I don't know if y'all are like me, but I'm always reusing gift packaging. There was a cute Christmas pin and Christmas notepad, which someone at retreat was like, great, because I needed to make a list and I didn't have a piece of paper. Thank you very much. And there's a very cute little reusable, again, charm on this one with a little Christmas tree. Okay. Then we had this gift. Here's my bag all flat. Super cute. We had this gift. I know, Lori, right? Oh, Lori Wyatt. Sorry, Lori. Lori Wyatt gave me a card one time. It's an inside joke. I don't know. All the people from retreat would get it, but I won't say it. But it had a photo on the inside. It was so funny. I still have that somewhere. Just have to find it. Okay. This ribbon was around here. I think I've opened mine a couple of times. This box. Box is from Amazon. I have it in my Amazon store. And then a little jar. See why I needed my circles. And then peppermints and Hershey's Kisses inside. So that was, I thought, an awesome gift. And last but not least, this one. This gift right here. Actually, I guess I'll leave that there for whatever background. This one is a towel and like a cheese board. So it's wrapped up real nice. We've got even reusable Christmas decorations, or you can, again, put that on a gift. I have not opened mine yet, so I kept wanting to keep it nice for the video. So there's the little swag, whatever those are called, sprig, swag thing. Oh, no words. Okay, let me get the bag. And then that snow does come off of those little swaggy things. So we got ribbon here. Okay, so all the towels were, well, there were several different versions of the towel, so they were different, but there was a hook on them, different patterns, designs, whatever. But this one says Mary. And then this board, look at it. It's so cute. Like, I would put cheese on there and make it a little mini charcuterie board. It's wood. It's so cute. I did go ahead and put these in my Amazon store in case anybody needs them for gifts, because it's a great gift idea. You can do bulk gift with it. Okay, so I think that was it for the retreat gifts. Yay. And if you didn't get in on this retreat to go or in person, don't worry, there'll be more coming up. The next one will be the January retreat in a box. And then, cruise retreat in a box. And then April will be the next one after that. Okay, so this was my retreat class. This was an optional add-on. You made 2 of each card with the snowflakes, pine tree trimmings, I should say, pine tree trimmings. And then this was April's retreat class. You made 2 of each card. These are so gorgeous with that alternate paper because the one she wanted to use went on back order. You can't even tell that we had to substitute something because she made them so pretty. So you made 8 of those, 2 of each. These were the retreat make and takes. There were, over 10. Gift tags, cards, wall art, and scrapbook pages. I love this one. Those are my little notes. Wall art and scrapbook pages. It said, "Be merry and jolly." All right, so that was the retreat. If you missed out, don't miss out the next time. Don't miss out on the next one. This is just a thing we use it anytime I do wall art to make a border. It just makes it easier to assemble the thing. But anyway, I had not unpacked that yet, obviously. Okay, let me fix my camera because I literally couldn't get down there to see what was going to be under it. I feel like this is not focusing. I guess it is. Is that just my eyesight where this is not, like it's blurry? Touch the screen maybe? I don't know. I guess, whatever. Thank you, Katie. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Lori. What was I going to do on the, over here, sorry. I was going to add my overlay. Wow, this looks blurry to me. Put these on and see. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Show and tell. This card is from my friend Brenda. She sent a beautiful fall card. And boom, fancy fold. Boom, boom. May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. Love, Brenda. Isn't that pretty? The top is so heavy. It's so many layers. Love that card from Brenda. I thought I had another card, but I don't know where it is. So the next little share here is from my team meeting that happened this past weekend on Zoom. We met on Zoom. We do in person every quarter or so, but this one was on Zoom. So we had our card swap, which is optional to participate in, and these are all the swaps from the people who participated, and they are awesome. Look at this one. Elaine made this card, I believe, right? Elaine, yes. Tri-fold and a shaker, and she did not go cheap on the shaker elements. She filled it up. I love it. Then we had this one from Lisa. Gorgeous. She just drags the ink pads on the embossed paper, and she even embossed this flower. I did not realize that the flower's embossed. And she'll use Stampin' Spots sometimes, like these from your paper pumpkin, to do the dragging, and it's really a really nice effect. So anyway, Lisa, this one was from Mary Ann, who's was here anyway watching the video. Lots of heat embossing, just really pretty. That's what the stuff I used, the snow pine tree trimming, pine, no, elegant pine snowflakes, I think it's called. This one, I don't remember, no name. Whose is this? I forgot, but really gorgeous. Kelly did this one. Beautiful. This is brand new product that just came out November 4th, mixed with annual catalog designer paper, the pear one, which is beautiful. And then this one was from Robin, who I don't know if Robin's here today. Crazy. But she won. My team gets to vote which one they think should be the winner of $20 in merchandise from me, and they voted this one the most. They all usually get votes, but she got the most votes. Isn't that cute? Like a subtle Santa card there. Okay, so that's the team swap. And then these were the team meeting make and takes, which they all took to go since it was a virtual meeting. Using the, I think, very popular gingerbread man. We made some gift card holders. Actually, they're all either gift card holders or tags. I don't know what that says. Also cut. Oh, that's even unrelated to this. Gift tag, and gift card holder. All right, so there we go. Lots of cool stuff to share on that today. But now, oh, sorry, I forgot about these kits. I wanted to share these because I actually have some extra ones. That is not the one. Bring the wrong one over. This is the Nutcracker. And I do have extras, but I have an open one. Okay, this is the Calm and Bright. So this is temporarily not orderable, but I have a few kits for sale. Let me go grab my Nutcracker. Look at that. Hold on. Okay, so this is Calm and Bright. It makes 3 designs. They're really, really pretty. So pretty. And I have some extras of these for sale if anyone needs any. Don't remember my quantities though. Of course, it comes with instructions. I like to watch the video. Side note, I made this at retreat and the instructions do make sense, but for my brain, I like to read step by step. So if I can't do that, there is a video instruction that is, I don't know if it's these. Watch detailed instructions for this kit. Yeah, right there. These are public videos that anyone can watch. If you go to YouTube and go to Stampin' Up's channel, they have videos for all of their kits on how to put them together. So you can watch this even if you don't buy the kit. But that's just a side note that I like to watch the videos, and Paper Pumpkin has a kit video as well to put it together. So anyway, you get ink, a stamp set. It's a really nice kit, but it's temporarily not available. So I have some of those for sale. You would have to add shipping if you are not local. And same for the Nutcracker. I have some of these for sale. And what I think doesn't show well online is all the gold glitter, whatever you want to call it. There's guy and girl Nutcrackers. And so many people have made awesome alternative ideas with these. Of course, there's instructions. These are gift tags. But I see your text, Nancy. I'm like looking at my watch. But I lost my train of thought. I'm not sure what I was saying, but you got all the elements to make the tags, or you can do the alternative projects. And there's so many ideas out there. I'll shout out Yolanda Nixon on my team made some amazing alternative ideas with the Nutcracker thing. So there you go. Oh, and one more. This is extra of mine, but it's the only one I have to show, and it is open. So if you purchase this, it'll be opened. The Remembering Christmas kit. And I think this one's still available though. So you can just go to the store and buy it. And this is an actual album. You get so much stuff to decorate the album with. And there are instructions and a video. So you can make it exactly as they design it. Or you can just use the elements and do whatever you want. Look how cute. And Mary Ann and my team made hers and put it together. It's so cute. All assembled. Look at that. So cute. And when you see the multiple languages, don't worry, you have enough for your language. They just put the quantity for each language in there. It's easier than making 3 separate kits or however many languages. Look at all these letters. And then adhesive. The kits always come with adhesive and everything. All you need to add is scissors. Usually like the pages, I guess. Oh, trifold. Look at that. So cute. And so these make great gifts or activities, again, during your holidays. Ooh, that's a house. Holiday get-togethers and stuff. You can be like, here, children, put this kit together or whatever. Because it has everything needed in the box except the scissors. And then there's the actual album, which is hardback. Got the little rubber bandy thing. And very nice. All right, so there we go. That one's still available, though not sold out yet, as far as I checked last time. Okay, so I got the one text about some kits that just ordered a couple of days ago and will miss out on cards. Yes, Linda. Well, it just depends on which kit you want also, because last week was a different kit offer. Nancy, I'm going to make a note over here. Although, no, I won't forget because you texted me. I won't forget. All right. Now, today we are using the awesome branching out bundle. Oh, I did say I was going to show y'all this. Hold. First, I'll show you branching out in the catalog right there. It is on page 50 of the mini catalog, and it is just a standalone. There's no designer paper that matches it specifically or anything like that. They do have some awesome samples here in the catalog for it. And these dies are amazing, and they do stand alone. If you're not interested in the stamp set, you can still get the dies. No stamping is needed for these dies. No specific stamping from the set. The bundle is $47.50, and these. Oh, but the dies are temporarily not available. Let me check that date for y'all. I know I said it already, but I did not. I don't know if I said the date. Branching out. November 24th is the estimated date for the dies, if you don't have those yet. Okay, and then I was just going to show you real quick. This is the online exclusives that just came out. This PDF is on my blog, stamptherapist.com. Where is it? Right there. Stamptherapist.com on the right-hand side, or click view web version if you're on a device. And you can see this brochure and print it if you want. So I didn't show this before because I didn't know Stampin' Up rules, but lots of new product was just released. Bundles, suites. This is that on display I've been talking about that's super cute. Banner punch. There's the Kelly's Swap Friendly Foliage. Got all this lacy stuff if you like that. Backgrounds with the swirl designs. Valentine kisses. Make a kissing booth, literally, with the dies. The cake one, so cute. This one's really good. Outdoor adventure. Like, it's just a really nice looking stamp images there. And the pop-up one, it makes a little pop-up in the inside of your card. So, and then that's the same stuff. There's the doilies, the vellum 12 by 12. We have that back. Whispers of Texture, linen background stamp, super nice. Scrapbooking stamp set, Our Story. The little animals, big little things. So there you go. That stuff's all available now. All right. So branching out though, let's get back to this one. This came out in the holiday catalog. It is 18 stamps. They are photopolymer, and they are definitely a lot larger than pictured on the front of the case, a lot larger. And within these images, we've got two different branches, a larger one and a smaller one. It's just like sticks, like the literal, just the branch with little sticks sticking out of the sticks. There's a single branch that's pretty short, about an inch long, that you can add anywhere you want. There's 3 different pine needle images, 2 that are a 3 stamp, 3 pine needles per stamp. Saying that right? Let me grab one. So 1, 2, 3. There is a larger one and a smaller one, and then there's 1 single pine needle stamp. And they're just little bunches of, pine needles that obviously you stamp on the stems. Then there are 2 different pine cone stamps. They're just solid, no need to color anywhere on the stamp set. You really can't. They're very solid. I'm not sure why there's 2 stamps, to be quite honest. I mean, you could go to a lot of trouble and put them on 1 clear block if you've aligned them perfectly to stamp in 1 section of this at the same time, but I honestly don't know why there's 2 separate ones. And there are not dies that cut out any of these images. The dies are standalone. Brittany's back, by the way. You see? Can you see? Put your little feet in there. Put your little feet on the video. Don't be shy. Come here. Hi. Okay. So there's 2 pine needles, and I tried to compare them, and I think they are each a little different, but they're just a solid, like scribbled, cute. I mean, these are elegant images, but scribbled pine needle. Okay. You got 2 of those. Pine cones, I should say. Pine cone, pine cone. Okay, there's this image here, which is berries. I thought it was a background, but I'm going to show you how it specifically aligns as berries. So it's a whole bunch of berries to go on the stems. And then this one I do think is just a splattery kind of snowy dotted background. So we got that. And then the rest are words. Again, they're larger than pictured on the front, but let me turn to the front so I can read. We have wishing you a day filled with many happy moments, to a very special someone, sent with lots of love, from our family to yours, happiest birthday wishes, thinking of you brings joy to my heart, hello, which is a large cursive, and friend. Nope. She's rubbing her head on the thing. Friend. So some are all caps, like print. Some are mixed with that and cursive, and some are just cursive. Okay, so that's all the greetings. So there are no holiday greetings in this, really. I mean, you could probably say from our family to yours is holiday. Come on, Brittany. Enough. No. Man, she really messed with that. You could probably say use from our family to yours, from our family to yours for holidays, but I'm gonna scooch this over. Anyway. Okay, then the dies. They are mainly these labels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 labels that nest. They are ticket corners. They're rectangles with ticket corners, and they are stitched on the edges. The largest one is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and the smallest one is 1 3/4 by 3 inches. Then there's this border of like a stem with just berries on either side, a nice long 5-inch border die. Then there's this die that is sprick, 2 stems with the pine needles at the end. So again, stand alone. It's 2 3/4 inches by 1.5 wide, 1 stem, and then it breaks off into a second one, and there's 2 stems with the pine needles. There's a single pine cone die, which I'll use all of these except for the border on my cards. This pine cone die is very detailed. It's just as small as the stamps, but it is not to die cut out the stamps. It just die cuts and puts little in like not cut out. What's the doggone word? This are the little shapes that are on pine cones. My gosh. It puts those on there. And last but not least, a sprig with a bunch of berries on it, standalone. All right, those are the dies. So there's 10 dies. They're awesome. Then I'm also using the Jolly Holly stamp set because I did want to put Christmas greetings on my cards. But I think the cards I made, you could easily substitute non-Christmas words. So either way you want to go with it, you could do either one. This is a free class packet that you can earn from me, and it will get mailed to you for free with a $35 or more online order. Now through the 15th, I believe. But, or I guess the but or and is that when you make yours, you can choose to put Christmas words or regular. Okay. So Jolly Holly is an online exclusive, which means it could definitely go on that retiring list anytime they choose when they update those every 2 months. It has mostly words and it's a mix of a cute cursive, more the branching out is fancy. This is a cute cursive mixed with all caps, kind of like handwriting, all caps, like very nice, neat, but handwriting. Okay. So we've got in Jolly Holly, there is 2 hand-drawn bells with a bow at the top. So they are outline only. Outline. So you would color them in. These are actual size to the inside. There is it's almost like a star or a poinsettia, but it's 5 leaves that look like regular, like a leaf. Not a poinsettia, but also it is a poinsettia probably. Anyway, so you got the 5 leaves and dots in the center. And you can stamp that. Then there is holly leaves and berries. Again, outline images. So you can color them in. Then there's a stem, like a branch with leaves on it. Again, they are just open leaves for you to color in. They're kind of long, skinny ones. A curved branch, I should say. Now, this stamp set does have a bundle that it can come with, which includes an embossing folder, the Jolly Holly, the dies, and the stamp set. Within the dies, you can cut out all those images I just described. You can also cut out 2 stitched rectangles, which is awesome. And the word joy, which I honestly didn't realize you could die cut out the stamped word joy. Honestly, I should have realized that yesterday when I was designing these cards because I could have used it on one, but it's fine. Or you can do just joy by itself. And then you have this die here, which does not match the stamps. It matches the embossing folder, and it is a hybrid. So you can place this, you can use the folder alone. It's holly leaves and little dots in the background there. You can use the folder alone, of course, or you can put this die inside the lid, what I call the top of the folder, and run it through at one time and die cut it out. But it does not cut out individual holly leaves. It cuts little openings where you can curl them up on your card front. I hope I made sense. I haven't been able to make that look super cute for my stuff personally, but I've used this folder alone. It's a really nice folder. I've used the rectangle dies. I've used the joy die, and I just haven't messed with these decorative images yet. Just haven't designed with those yet. So you get all those dies and the folder and the stamp set if you purchase the bundle. All right, let me tell you the words real quick. Bright and happy Christmas wishes, holly and jolly, wishing you and yours all the best, Merry. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. Have a happy Christmas. Then we have the cursive, bigger, happy, merry Christmas, and then that big cursive joy. So there you go. Jolly Holly. It is a great one. Really keeps coming up here, y'all. Just for the words only. Just for the words. Which is what I'm using it for today. All right. I talked a lot. Let's get busy. Let's make card number 1. Yes, that is my helper, Linda. You only got the dies of this set. You're addicted to the dies right now. Same. Okay, card number 1. We are going to grab my phone folder. This card is Crumb Cake card base. Crumb Cake. So you take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. So it is 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And then you take the bone folder. Brittany, oh, she's getting on my nerves today, y'all. I put her down. She went over, got on her table, then she came back. Yeah, she's going to lay down right there. No, definitely don't want. Ugh. Okay. Crumb Cake cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half with the bone folder. Up here. You just can't. No. Okay. Fold it in half with the bone folder. That will give you less wrinkles on the inside than if you just use your finger. If you score it, you'll get even less wrinkles on the inside. Okay, that size card now will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is Stampin' Up's medium envelope. Perfect. You don't have to do any weird measurements. Just cut it in half, either direction, fold it over. It'll fit inside. You're done. This card's going to be portrait up and down. And we also carry my favorite, this one here, the clear envelope in medium that those cards will fit into also. So you can use either one or both. Some people use both on the same project. They put the card in the clear and then put that inside the white envelope to mail it. Okay, this designer paper I'm using is another online exclusive for these 3 cards. It is called Woven Textures 12 by 12. Woven Textures. And it is, the colors are basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, and pecan pie. This paper came out a while back in our online store. So again, it could retire at any of the upcoming even month retirement things. And the patterns on it are literal woven textures. So they either look like baskets, rattan, whatever baskets are made out of, wicker, or to me, like a tight weave carpet is what these look like, and linen also. So we've got like this one here. I'm not sure if you would call that a basket. I think it would be a basket kind of weave in a darker brown. And then the back is like a wicker basket, like a nice, cute wicker basket pattern, just the whole pattern, like a super close up of a wicker basket. It's not a picture of a basket. Here's the linen. And then the back of that is like another wicker. These are patterns probably have names that I have no clue what they're called, but that's like chevron back and forth wicker. This one, I'm not sure, but it's like woven basket fabric into triangle shapes. Really pretty. And then the back is one again. I guess it's like a burlap, actually. That's like a burlap pattern right there. Okay, so we saw that. We saw that. This one is like a round placemat woven, but the whole thing doesn't fit on here. If the circle was over 12 inches and we just took out the center section and made it a square, it starts out as a circle here. And then the back of that is just another different type of basket weave type. And I think I went through them all. This is one of those papers where you get 4 designs, 3 sheets of each. So there's 4 different patterns all together. Okay. Oh, and there's a random thing from a completely different project. So this pattern that I'm using, again, is a dark brown. It's definitely got some espresso and pecan pie in there. Weave pattern. And that's going to be our next layer. And I will email out the measurements to these cards tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central with the recipe cards. Okay, so there's that one. Then the next two, of course, I'm using 2 of the dies from the bundle because these are amazing. They're great for everything, and they look really nice with the patterns on here. So let me see which ones I use. Second from the largest for the early espresso, which will go in the back. And then third from the largest for this crumb cake. Third from the largest crumb cake. I did put the measurements in the email tomorrow. Label die, and they will go up and down on this card. And last but not least, I'm using a lot. Actually, I think all 3 cards use this ribbon here. It is the Shaded Spruce and Gold. Shaded Spruce and Gold ribbon. I guess that's what it's called. Shaded Spruce and Gold. Why did my doorbell just ring? I think Scott's home. Let me look. Okay. For some reason, I guess UPS just decided to ring the doorbell randomly today. Shaded Spruce and Gold. It's a really wide ribbon. It is 7/8 of an inch wide, and it's fancy, material and gold edging. So I just have a strip of that for this card, which actually I pre-cut it because I didn't want to forget to glue it around the back of this designer paper when it's time before I put that on the card. Okay, now we're going to stamp on this nice crumb cake label. I am going to use the smaller of the 2 branches, the shorter. It's shorter and it has less coming off of it. I'm going to use Early Espresso ink. How are we doing over here? Okay. I'm going to use all the colors on this card. Shaded Spruce ink, Crumb Cake, and Early Espresso, along with Versamark, because I am going to heat emboss, I think, on all 3 cards today in gold. Okay, so let me start with Early Espresso. I'm just going to open this real gentle. Slide it open. This is how you close it. Slide it out and go back around. Just do the opposite. Do not press hard on our ink pads, otherwise you'll get a big mess. Tap, tap, tap. You can touch as many parts of the ink pad as you want to get nice, even ink distribution. And you can re-ink the pad if it's not, you're not getting it dark enough. And I'm just going to stamp this coming up from the bottom left corner over to the right in Early Espresso. A nice firm surface will help also with photopolymer stamps to get a great image, which is about to be the only kind of stamp Stampin' Up sells. That is another thing to remind you of, that don't forget any of our stamps that are red rubber are going to start retiring when our retiring lists with an S come out. Okay. Now I went on a hunt to figure out, I'm looking for all the stamps I need. I went on a hunt to figure out how these images aligned with these other images, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm sure somebody's made a video, but I did look for that as well as Stampin' Up. I couldn't find it. I figured it out myself, and I think I figured it out properly. These 3 pine needle images, the larger one and the smaller one, fit on specifically on this image, the shorter branch. I'll show you how. I'm going to put out a TikTok later as well, and probably on Facebook, but like a short video with no talking, just pictures. Okay, so the larger one goes at the top, depending on how you stamp it, but the way I stamped it, the top here, and it will connect to this little nub, this one, and this one. So you look at the bottom of each of these and you match them to those. And I ink this in Shaded Spruce. So that's a perfect match. Same thing down here, but you need the smaller ones, and it's these three. They're more obvious. 1, 2, 3 nubs sticking out to the right. Shaded spruce. Turn it if you need to. So that is a perfect fit right there. Do they perfectly fit on the other one? Not that I could see, but something else does, so don't worry. So that's it. That is that. Now I'm going to add pine cones. Again, there are 2 of these. I don't really understand why, because I can understand having 2 dies duplicates, but the 2 duplicate stamps, I don't know, because they're hardly any different. But anyway, I'm just going to add the pine cones where I want them, but when possible, I'm going to connect them to some of these little nubs sticking out. So, for example, I'm going to put one up here in the top right in early espresso, and then right there on the top right, but a little down, and then right here on the top left. And I didn't always match these up perfectly because I had to stamp this like 50 times yesterday due to I kept changing my mind on the ink color. I got very annoyed with myself. And then down here, so I added 3 at the top. I'm going to add 2 at the bottom. Again, just wherever I want them. So there's no nub right here where I want one, but I'll just, it does have, the pine cone has a little nub thing sticking out that you can stick to the tree. So there's that. And then I'm going to take the very nice dot stamp, which is kind of in a sort of like a not a circle, but a semicircle, like a U shape a little bit. Oh, the dots are very unevenly sized on purpose, but the general shape of all of the dots is kind of that, a little bit of a U. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to, so because it's like a semicircle, I'm just going to sort of stamp them in a semicircle form about 3 times across the top and 3 across the bottom. I am re-inking every time because I don't want them faded out on this one. So there's that. And then I'm going to heat this a little bit and set it because I'm now going to do heat embossing on top of it. And yesterday I didn't do that, and some of the powder stuck to this other stuff, which kind of looked cute, but it made my words blurry. So let me just, I got my heat tool here. I'm going to put it on number 2, which is, number 1, I'm sorry. Number 1 is low for drying ink, and your glass mat is perfect. It is made to withstand heat, including the heat tool. And I'm just going to make sure this ink is dry, which should just take like literally a second. I mean, your heat tool has to heat up for a minute, but once it's hot, you should be fine. But because I'm going to heat emboss on top of this, I want to make sure this ink is dry, based on what happened yesterday, which also, by the way, see this green on here? That happened yesterday when I rubbed this on the stamp. Okay, so this is my embossing buddy from the Embossing Editions Toolkit to remove the static from my paper. And then I've got my Versamark pad here. And the greeting is from Jolly and Holly. It says, "May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love." So each word basically is stacked on top of the other to make it tall and skinny. And the whole thing, this whole greeting is just about 1 1/4 by 1 3/4, 1 1/4 wide, 1 3/4 tall. I'm going to stamp it in Versamark, and I'm going to stamp it down here on the bottom right. And you can see it a little because it watermarks on that crumb cake, but it's going to show up a lot better when we put gold on it. There's my gold powder right here. I'll keep it on this guy. Long gone product here, but we do have the tray that comes with the embossing buddy. The Embossing Editions Toolkit comes with a tray that you can just pour your powder into and then funnel it back into the little container. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm going to heat it now. This one you want to heat on high, so all the way to number 2. You can leave it on the glass, like I said, if you want. or you can hold it up if you need it for eyesight and all this stuff. But you'll see it start to change into shiny gold. And I'm just going to reiterate, do not overheat it. I overheated my other one. I'll explain that in a minute, and I did mess it up. Okay, so as soon as it's gold and shiny, move on and don't go back. Okay, so you want to hold this when you're heat embossing, like when you're literally doing the heat tool, so that you can see if everything has turned super gold and shiny at the time you're heat embossing it, or black or silver or whatever the color is. I think yesterday I didn't have good light. I wasn't over here with my 50 studio lights for the video. So I thought that my word Spirit of Thee was not embossed good, and I heated it a little bit more and I ruined it. So I will just tell you, you can very quickly overheat these, and I'll show you on my sample how it looks. And then it becomes not shiny anymore, and it kind of smears, like spreads out. So this one's good though. Okay, so isn't that pretty? Now let's finish this card off. Oh, powdery over here. No matter what you do, that powder likes to get everywhere. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. First thing I'm going to do, the order of assembly here is to attach my Early Espresso label to the designer paper. Then is this strip. It's a little over 4 1/4 inches of ribbon. So I want it to go across the front. This is a portrait card, so it's going across the center, front, left to right. I just put a little adhesive on there where it will be hidden on the front of the card, and I will tack this down on the back. So how I do that is I put adhesive on the paper on the back, then I fold the ribbon over, check it on the front, make sure you didn't do anything weird, like I kind of did there. Fix it. And then when you're ready to attach it to your card base or whatever it is, make sure you put adhesive on top of the ribbon on the back side as well. That is very important to make the ribbon not come back out later. Okay, so got it all ready. I feel like my label looks crooked, but I don't want to fix this. I'll try to fix it if I can. I'm just making this label a little straighter, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so there. So you have all that. Then you take your thing here and go add dimensionals. I played with my set and green needles. That didn't even cross my mind. I did dead brown. Girl, I thought about doing them brown too, but when I looked on Pinterest, they were all green. So that's why I did green. And actually, the funny thing is, not funny, but that you mentioned that, I did, the reason I literally had to stamp this card so many times was first I did this garden green on basic beige. Then I realized basic beige looked horrible with this paper I was using, the designer paper. Then I did garden green on crumb cake. And I said, oh, wait, I want to use that shaded spruce ribbon. Crap. Then I did this one. And this is the one where the powder stuck to the stamped image. So it blurred out my words. That looks kind of cute, gold on there, but it made my words blurry. Number 4 was the one that's on my final card. So trial and error, right? And I was heat embossing on every single one of those, so I was really irritated with myself. Okay, so I'm adding dimensionals to the back of the crumb cake label, which is the one we just stamped on. And I added a little more than I normally do because it's large, but also because of this ribbon in the center. You don't want something accidentally only touching the ribbon, which could make it pull up and down. Okay. So there's that label. And then to finish it off, I'm using these brand new earthy matte dots. My thing smeared, but anyway, earthy, E-A-R-T-H-Y, matte dots. They are in the Hobby Haven suite, which just came out in the online exclusives, and they are Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, and Pecan Pie. They're so great for these neutral, kind of natural looking projects. And they are not shiny and sparkly. They are completely like a flat color. And you get a medium size and a large size. So I'm going to use the Early Espresso. It's really, really dark brown. I'll do a medium and a small up here in the top right, and another small down here on the bottom right. After the greeting, obviously. Actually, that's a different spot than I put it on my other card. Right there. Okay. And that's it. That is card number 1. It's a very, in my opinion, elegant card. Not too much going on, but the heat embossing elevates it. And that's it. And then, I don't know, because it's so irritating how I can't bring these up super close or it just gets blurry. It will not focus. But I don't know if you can see how right here on the word Spirit of Thee and a little bit on Season, honestly, I'm bringing you this whole little section right here it's not shiny anymore, and it flattened out because I overheated it. And see how it's shiny the whole way over here and not shiny there. So anyway, that's a tip. Okay, that is card number 1. Thank you, Sandy. Hey, Ro. Yeah, so Ro, I 100% needed direction. So if you missed the first part of this card, make sure you watch how these align. And then on the third card, I'll show you how the dots align. Okay, so that was card number 1. Card number 2. This one, first of all, the base is crumb cake. Again, 5.5 by 8.5. Align the 2 corners. Rest it up against that thumbnail to get it nice and straight. I do all that on the table rather than up here in the air where I then have to put it down and fold it, which this reminds me of something. Okay, so that's your card base, and it'll be portrait. On the Stampin' Up, did anyone take the virtual card class? Thank you, Tyra. Thanks, Sue. She said, great masculine, perfect for my card for my guy pals. That's very true. I didn't even think about that. Nice masculine. Okay, so did anyone take the virtual class with Stampin' Up? Traditions of Christmas. So I always tell my people at my in-person events, I always tell them, do not, let me grab this. I always say this, do not build all of your die cutting here, put this on top, then pick it up, put it on your machine and run it through. I said, something's going to shift. It is better to rest this on the machine, pull it back, so you can reach the top part, get everything in position, very carefully put this on and run it through, right? I always tell people that. So I saw them on this video doing this, and they got it all. They were doing, it was aligned with images like flowers, and they got them all, and they taped it down, and they put this on top, and then she picked it up and bumped it, and everything went, and I was like, that's why I say to do that. So it just cracked me up. Just help prove my point. It does, now accidents can happen always, but that's just a tip. Don't do it off the machine, because then there's so much that has to happen before you get it on the machine and locked in place to roll it through than if you just do it on the machine, which was sitting right next to it. Thanks, Marie. But yeah, it's just a tip. Like they fixed it, obviously. It was no problem at all. But I was like, yes, that's why I say do that. Okay. My little vindication there. Okay, this card here, we got the crumb cake card base. Thank you, Robin. See, Marie says she tells her gals that all the time too. Marie, we're friends. Yes, girl. Yes. Rose says exactly. Okay, the next layer. Now these are professionals. That probably literally never happens to them, but it bumps because they literally do it for their job. Like, anyway, the next layer is the piece of designer paper that's the linen pattern, which I love. So we got the linen next. Then we will have, I just realized I don't have to stamp anything. Oh, I do have to stamp one thing. So I pre-did that. But anyway, the next layer will be shaded spruce, the label dies. So this will be, just do this. I think it's the fourth from the largest on the dies, branching out, shaded spruce. Then the fifth one down is the crumb cake label that we're going to stamp on. And then there's only 6, so the 6 would be the smallest. Anyway, that's the number 5. Okay, so I heat embossed this one because I could. It didn't need the other stamping first, and it says Holly and Jolly. This is obviously from Jolly Holly. Holly and Jolly is cursive. It's a real cute cursive, lowercase, and Holly is on top, and then it's like not an ampersand, but like a plus sign that you do in cursive, a little plus, and Jolly in cursive, and the Y has a little long thing on it. The whole greeting is about 1 1/4 tall by 1 1/8 wide. So it's up here in the top left corner, portrait of this label, embossed in gold. Holly and Jolly. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to take the dot background, snow dots, whatever we want to call it, and I will stamp, tap, 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 these dots in crumb cake up here on the top left 2 times. Top right corner. Round it around the corner. Okay. Then, just as a reminder, when you get this class free from me with your online order, you will need to own the dies. So you will die cut from the scraps we give you 2 shaded spruce sprigs with the pine needles, shaded spruce, 2 of these. So see how detailed these pine cones are? Hopefully you can see it good. 2 of the pine cones in early espresso, and 1 of the berries in gold foil. Stampin' Up's gold foil, which is always on low inventory during the holiday season. Honestly, it's low inventory right now. Okay, so then we're going to make a little grouping here of these things. So I'll grab my silicone craft sheet to protect the table, glass mat, scratch paper, whatever, from excess adhesive. Put a little adhesive at the bottom of one of these sprigs and attach these 2 together so that they're offset and all 4 pine needles show. Like that. Then I will add I'm just adding adhesive at the bottom so that the little shoestringy or stringy things, whatever, don't show at the top. I'll add the gold foil sprigs toward the bottom, but not all the way, about a 1/2 inch or so up from the bottom. And then the 2 pine cones, they're going to overlap each other. I'll have one coming up a little higher on the left on top of the one on the right, and angled, both angled out. And I'll put those pine cones about at the bottom of the gold foil. So some of the green is sticking out here. It's not really going to show on our card, but you could cut it off if you wanted to. Yeah. Okay, so just a little grouping, whatever you call this. Then I'll flip it over and add adhesive to the back. By the way, liquid glue, of course, you can do that for all this. I don't like liquid glue for me, but if you're a liquid glue person, this is probably, now that everything's sticking to me, the perfect project for liquid glue, right? Okay. Oh, well, got ahead of myself. Let's assemble all these so we'll have something to stick this to. Let me attach the stamped crumb cake to the Shaded Spruce flat. Next, I will attach the designer paper to the crumb cake card base. And then I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of the Shaded Spruce label. Just do about 5 on that one. I'm using minis, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I always say it on every video, but I prefer the mini Stampin' Dimensionals personally because you get 700 and something in a pack for the same price as the large ones. But 700 and something versus 300. And you can cut the big ones in half, but I just use the mini ones instead of doing that. And then when I need extra, I just use like double up on them. So I love these, and they both have edges, but the edges are wider on the mini, so it's actually, to me, more useful. Of course, always use your edges. Never get rid of those. Okay, this is going to go right in the center of this label. Again, it's a portrait card, so it's up and down. Now I will place this little sprig arrangement I made basically centered at the bottom-ish, coming up. I want it to go a little bit into the word jolly and then up to the right. And then we're going to cover up that part at the bottom with this same ribbon, the Shaded Spruce and Gold ribbon. Now for this, I'm going to make a bunny ears bow, so I'm going to leave it attached to the roll. I don't need a super huge bow, so I'm going to try to keep it as small as possible, but it's kind of hard to do with a wide ribbon like this. Okay, so bunny ears. I've got lots of space in between here. I've got a bunny ear in each finger and thumb, left hand, right hand, and my thumb and finger are pointing at me, which means that helps me keep the ribbon flat and straight if I let it go, versus if I like turned it like this or something and twist. Those twists will make your bow not as pretty. You need a tail on one side and a tail obviously on the other side. I'm going to cross the right over the left. I'm going to try to do this bow really tight just to be less wasteful on my ribbon. But it does take a little working here to get it through that hole. You put the right over the left and then push it down through the rabbit hole. And this ribbon does fray a lot. I will say it does fray. I actually Googled yesterday, like how to stop that. And of course it was like burn the edges, put this stuff you can buy on it, put nail polish on it. And then I did see a demonstrator. She uses liquid glue, this stuff. But she puts it on her finger and then does that to make it, because let me just show you how it frays. Real easy. So those are all good solutions. But then I was like, I don't want to mess with any of that. I'm afraid the nail polish will turn this too dark because it's the way the ribbon is. And I'm too lazy to test it all out. So I didn't test anything. But let me get my scissors. Hold on. I'm going to use my secret Stampin' Up scissors that we don't sell anymore. Bring these back, by the way, Stampin' Up. Everybody wants them. They're ribbon scissors. So I can give it another trim here. It's a beautiful ribbon though, but it does fray kind of easy. Just on those cut edges. Okay. Hey Shirley, good morning. Dimensionals? What? I like the bigger ones because I find it easier to remove the backing. Oh, that's interesting, Marianne. Yeah, I think having not pretty fingernails makes it easy to pick up dimensional backings. Like, so you probably have pretty fingernails. Mini glue dots, but you know what I mean? They're really thin, mine are, and so I can just like pop it off super easy, like right there. I just peeled that up. But I do know like a lot of people can't. So yeah, that's a good point. Easier to peel off the backing with the large ones. Good point. See, we have pros and cons. Okay, mini glue dot, fold the paper down. Don't try not to touch the glue dot. That was my fingernail, but. And then we just cover up that little section down there. Super cute. The bow's going to act a little funky, but it's fine. But we need a little filler up here at the top left because it's kind of blank up there. So for this card, I'm using these. Where are they? Right here. Adhesive backed metallic gems. Adhesive backed metallic gems. So I have several partial packs here, but they come with silver, gold, and copper. I don't know if they call it copper, but basically silver, gold, and copper. So I'm using the gold, and I'm going to put a small gold. You get small and medium in each color. Small and large gold up here on the top left. And a large gold down on the bottom. Actually, not the bottom right. I'm putting it in the to the right side of the little sprig thing I made. And that is card number 2. I don't like how the bow came out though. But this bow is different, but I don't know which bow is better. In person, this bow looks okay, but on the video, it looks stupid. So whatever. But I really like the colors on this one as well. Semi-masculine. Hey, thanks for sharing, Shirley. So, I don't know which one's better, but there's that. Okay, done with that card. Last but not least, card number 3. Card number 3. This one is a shaded spruce background. Ooh, such a pretty green. A lot of times when people ask me what's the best Christmas green we sell, it's hard to me. Y'all say what you think, but I think garden green maybe is more traditional Christmas, but I think this one is a better Christmas green, shaded spruce, because it's so bright. So anyway, either way, this is shaded spruce and folded in half, and this will be a landscape direction card. And then for this one, I've got this designer paper here, which I think is the burlap pattern, burlap, to go on the next layer. And then I've die cut a very vanilla label. And this one is the second from the largest very vanilla label, which will be on the card in landscape direction. Very vanilla. So for this one, yes, Rose says shaded spruce for Christmas. I'm with you. Tyra, thank you very much, Tyra. Okay. On this one, I'm going to use the larger of the 2 branches. Get all my stamps and inks over here. This one, this one, this one. Okay. So first of all, the larger of the 2 branches. So early espresso for that. Again, just tap as many times as you want, moving it around to different spots of your pad, but don't press hard. Okay, this is going to come across whatever from the top left to the bottom right. So it's actually pretty simple. Just lay it on there. Top left is the beginning of the branch. Top right. Oh my gosh. Top right is the beginning. Bottom left is where the branch ends. This is the larger one, so it's longer and it has more branches coming off of it. Now, we're going to add these dots, which are berries. They just look like circles in a weird configuration, is what they look like. Solid, perfect circles, like an 1/8 inch circle, 1/8 inch, perfect circle, but weird configuration. So it turns out to be a certain configuration. I'm going to turn this piece of paper sideways so I can look at it like it was stamp straight up and down. Okay, so you really have to figure this out. These berries line up with the ends of these stems. So this one down here, if you form it like kind of like a V like that, this one down here goes on this little stick. Then that next one goes on that stick. Then there's 3 that kind of float around up here. And then over on the left, there's 3 that basically line up. Boom, boom, boom. I got it pretty good on my card sample, to be honest, the other one. But some of the ones when I did this, I did it several times yesterday, were imperfect. And I also was like, that is fine by me. Just go with it. See how they line up? Why won't you focus anymore? Okay, then over here on the next branch, same deal. It's the same deal. I've got to find the branches that they line up with. And what I'm doing when I'm doing all that adjusting is this one will be perfect, but then I look up to my right and that one's off, or these 2 are perfect, but then this one's off. So you have to do little tweaks before you pick it up. And last but not least, same thing right here. Now I covered up my thing, so I gotta remember. So we're gonna mainly align with this one that's sticking out. If you turn it this way, the furthest right here for that right one. Yep. And then the top one there, and then the 3 is over here. Okay, so that's how you do that. That's this one. As far as I could tell, the 3 groupings of pine needles did not align perfectly over here, but that does not mean they don't. I don't know. Thank you, Marie. And I did show, in case anyone missed it, how to align these perfectly on the other branch, the pine needles. Okay, so then what I did to finish it, I just used shaded spruce and the single pine needle to add some to this one. So I did, again, there's little nubs sticking out all over this branch. So there's a nub right there. So I stuck a pine needle on it, shaded spruce. Not a nub here, but I just stuck one over there on the right. Did not align that very well. It's fine. It's fine. Same thing right here on the left. Not one, but I just put one there. And then over here, I put a pine needle on this little nubby thing. And right there on that one in the middle. And then 2 down here. This one. Kind of in the little corner right there where it branches off. Right here on the bottom. So that's what I did. You could put as many as few, all the stuff. Also, okay, next is with crumb cake. This time I'm going to stamp the little dots, like the background dots, but I am going to stamp off because I already have the crumb cake berries on here. So I don't want these dots the same darkness. So I'm using crumb cake, but I'm stamping on scratch paper first and then stamping onto my project. Some on the top left and some on the bottom right. I don't know how well you can see those on the video, but they're there. Now, next, we're going to heat emboss. Actually, I'll leave the scratch paper here. Okay, so next we're going to heat emboss. So, first I'm going to dry the ink. Side note, if you wait a long time in between stamping this and heat embossing, then you don't necessarily need to dry the ink. It's just because I'm doing it immediately after, and I don't want to chance this ink being wet and ruining my words. I was on low. Okay, our embossing buddy. No ink on there, good test. Now what I'm going to emboss is the word joy. It's a real cute cursive. It's the largest of the images or the words. Largest for a single word, I should say. It's probably a little over 1 inch, 1 1/8 tall by almost 2 inches wide. It's a lowercase j and it's cursive. Where's my Versamark ink? So joy is going to go over here toward the left, a little bit over my stamped images, and not all the way to the top. Powder. Perfect. Heat it, don't overheat. Check it. Okay, so joy is gold. Pretty pretty. And then we're going to add from the Jolly Holly the word Christmas. This one is not the cursive one, which is really pretty. But this is the all caps, really tiny. It's just like 1 1/4 inches wide, and it's about probably 1/8 of an inch. I mean, 1/8 of an inch tall. And I'm going to add Christmas right above joy after the little dot on the J. Christmas joy in early espresso ink. So what I love about this stamp set is you can create this whole thing just from stamps. Like it looks like it has background and details and all the stuff, but it was all stamping. So pretty cool. Hey Callie, good morning. Linda says these cards bring back memories of walks in the forest collecting pine cones. Yes, girl. Linda, I think I used to do that at my aunt's, my great aunt's. No, what was she? My second cousin. I don't know. Anyway, it was on my dad's side of the family. I think we used to do that when I was little, Linda. Shirley, I showed exactly how to do it on card number 1. She said, when do you use the 3 pine needles? And I'm not saying I'm correct, but from what I could figure out on my own, the 3 pine needles only align with the smaller sprig, and the berries only align exactly with the larger sprig. And the 2 don't cross over. I think, knock on wood, that's what I could figure out on my own without any help. So I showed it in the first card, Shirley, which I know you'll go back and check out. And as far as I know, those are the tricks to this card, because you got the 3s that go with this one, the berries that go with this one, and then the singles can be popped in anywhere you want, and then you got the snow. Okay, I'm going to attach the designer paper to the card base, Shaded Spruce card base. And I'm going to add dimensionals to my stamped piece. Very vanilla label, I guess I should say. Oh my gosh, I'm a hot mess over here. Hold on. I messed up something that's sitting over there for bingo tonight. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Okay, lots of dimensionals here because it's a very large label. Minis though. See how easy they come off. Brittany's back, by the way. Okay, this goes right in the center. Hey, gosh. Move. Okay, now, not finished. Don't worry. Gems. We're going to use these. Are some really nice gold gems that we have. They're called flower accents. And I guess technically these are little round flowers. There is some detail on them, but don't worry. They don't look like flowers. You can use them for anything. So the flower accents, we're going to do a small, two small. You get small and large in this pack. Great for Christmas cards. They're so shiny. And one large, I'm trying to use up this old one, on the bottom right. But then we need a bow on here. So we're going to grab the green. Again, make another bunny ears bow. Hi, Brittany. What, you telling me it's 11 o'clock or something? Oh my gosh. No, ma'am. No, stop. She's like, I thought you were trying to pet me. Okay. Hi, Brittany. She's right here to my left. I don't think y'all can see her, but she's looking at me like, hello. Okay, I'm just adjusting this bow. It is because it's so thick, or wide, I should say. When Brittany, stop. When you pull on it, don't. When you pull on it to like tighten it, and then you pull back. Well, of course, I did perfect that time, but sometimes it takes a little extra adjustment. Okay, this bow's going to go right down here on the right side. I'm going to put those scissors. It's going to go down here on the right. It'll be super pretty. Mini glue dot. Waiting for a few minutes in Florida. We'll watch replay. Yes, Susan. Thank you. No problem. Everybody, by the way, as you come on, even on replay, or even if you just now joined, like Susan just made a comment. That's perfect because that does help me. Feel free to give a like, a thumbs up. I see I have 12 likes or thumbs up for the whole video. So please, that would help me in the distribution of this video. So there is card number 3. There's my other one. Card number 3. I guess Sue is right. These could definitely be better for a masculine type Christmas card, but then, you know, ladies are gonna, in my opinion, think they're gorgeous as well. So it can work both ways. Oh, I meant to say, like, don't forget, like, there's all these words. You could just put hello, and it could be like a winter hello card, or there's birthday, someone special, friend, sent with love, etc. So there's lots of greetings in this stamp set. There's actually no Christmas greetings. So there's lots of other greetings in this stamp set to choose from to make these non-holiday cards as well. So kind of speaking of masculine cards, you can do that. These are the 3, is that the right order? Yes. 3 cards from today's video. Let me know which one you like or don't like or whatever. And thank you, Carmen. Thanks, Corinne. Robin, number 3 is my favorite. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks, Tyra. Yeah, Lori, you are 100% correct. It's chicken time for Brittany. I shouldn't say that too loud. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Cindy. Okay, Shirley, awesome. Trying to see if I missed any comments. What did Robin say? Shaded spruce is Robin's favorite Christmas color. Goes great with real red and cherry cobbler. Perfect, yes. Thank you, Marie, about the berries. Lori says shaded spruce. Row. So we didn't get very many votes, but Shaded Spruce won for the best Christmas green. Thank you, Landa. Love all three, especially the green needles. I love it, V. You'll make green needles next time, right? Rose says number 1 is her favorite. Nancy likes all 3. Marie, love all the cards. Thank you. Yay, and Margaret. Yes, girl. Beverly, thank you very much. Awesome. So don't forget, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, the email will go out with the recipe cards, which has the measurements and the supply list to be able to recreate the cards. If you do get the free class, it will include a PDF written tutorial, step-by-step instructions, in addition to the free video that everybody can get. It's free with a $35 online order through February. What the heck? Do I know anything? Let me just look at this real quick. Through the 15th, November 15th. I will not be live next week because I will be in Vegas. Let's hope. I hope I'll be in Vegas. Assuming I get a flight. Let me switch the camera and put Brittany on here. So I will not be live next week. And I don't think I'll have time to do any kind of, hold on, I'm trying to switch the camera. I forgot what I was doing. Pre-recorded video or anything, but if that happens, I will certainly do it. There we are. Here's Brittany. She's like, hello everybody, I need chicken, please. So no video next week, but there will be an order special next week that will start on Sunday, and it will be it'll start on Sunday. Let me say the correct date. It will start on the 16th, and that will be my free class, monthly class, but I'll email about it. But if y'all have any questions on any of the stuff I'm talking about or talked about, let me know. Email, text, message. Thanks, Lori. Thank you, Carmen. Ro, darn it. That's where I met Ro in person, was at the in Vegas at the same place we're going next week. It is a Stampin' Up trip, by the way. Cindy agrees about Shaded Spruce. Yay. Anyway, it's a Stampin' Up leadership conference, basically. They call it backstage. And so I'll get to see lots of demonstrator friends, and my team, the ones of us who are going, are already looking forward to it, hanging out together all week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stampin' Up is doing a lot of perks, so it's going to be awesome. And I guess that's it. By the way, I haven't touched a thing, and I'm leaving Saturday, so I need to pack. I didn't do swaps. I'm just going to get on the plane and go. But, yeah, and I have bingo tonight. If y'all are on bingo, I'll be emailing you later today about that. And then I'm typing the instructions after I do my video stuff, so I'll send you those as soon as possible. And everyone have a great 2 weeks until I see you again, probably. And, I'll be posting a video later today, hopefully. Anyway, just a little short one recapping how to stamp these. It's just literally that. Like, this is what I stamped on the video, but I'll put this down here. Oh, let me turn the camera down. Just to show what matches with what. So put this down here real quick. That will remind you what goes with what. So the large stem is the berries. And this, I'm sorry, yes, the large one. And the smaller stem, which doesn't look as small once you put these on it, is for the large ones here and the small ones here. Okay, so hopefully that is helpful as well. Have a great time. Thank you, Linda. Oh, speaking of that, I'm glad Linda mentioned that. I forgot to say something else. I'm supposed to thank you guys. Stampin' Up announced their yearly recognition. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, I think, for the year. And I ranked number 35 out of the United States, all the demonstrators in the US. I was number 35. So thank you to you guys. That is because of my team and my customers and people who watch my videos and all the stuff. Like, if you have ever even watched a video and clicked a like or a thumbs up, or if you have purchased from me or been on my team or helped me cut paper or any of the stuff, it's because of you. So thank you very much for that. I did rank in the other categories. I don't know the numbers, but not high enough to be in the top. Like, for example, in sales, they do top 30, and I think I was number 35 in sales, for example. So, but number 35 overall got me in there in the top demonstrators of the year with Stampin' Up. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, so I forgot to say that. I didn't post anything about it or anything, but thank you, Carmen. Thanks, Robin. Oh, and my team. So Alejandra Gomez, I don't have her numbers. Maybe I can look on my phone because we don't need the down camera anymore. I'll look on Facebook real quick if y'all want to know. Alejandra Gomez is on my team, and Linda Weber. I'm going to have to see if I can scroll and find this because Facebook. Oh, good. It's right there. Alejandra was number 63 overall in the country. In the country. 84 in leadership, 80 in sales. That's amazing. And Linda Weber, she also, with Alejandra and I, earned the Alaska cruise this year. Linda was number 132 overall out of like 40,000 demonstrators, y'all. And number 84 in team building. So congratulations to my team as well, which again trickles down to the whole team because they're team members and their team members and their team members, and their customers and all. So thank y'all all very much. Yes, Carmen, of course. She said, are you going to miss Allie? 100% I am, but I will say we see each other probably a good 4 or 5 times a year outside of Stampin' Up events. So we'll still be texting all the time, y'all. We'll still be texting all the time, Facebooking, all the stuff. But yes, I'm going to miss that we can't get together and she can't just come over to team meetings and stuff whenever she wants. But whatever. I'm not mad at her. Just kidding. So yeah, so thank y'all very much for that. All your congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sandy, Kelly, Nancy, Ro, Linda, thank you. And Lori, thank you. All right, I will see some of y'all tonight on bingo. Get ready to have fun and stamp together and all the stuff. All right, have a great day. I will see y'all in a couple of weeks on live. Maybe I'll see some of you at backstage. Come say hi. Bye. I gotta find the button. Bye.